Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land and Facebook land. It is October 17th, around 4:30 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. And there's some interesting leaves for you to see at the moment, but I'm going to flip the camera around. I have an iPhone 3GS, so it doesn't have the front, it has a front camera, but it doesn't have the back camera, or vice versa. So here we go. Alright. So how's everybody doing today? I tried to shoot this earlier, but the sun moved on me, so it looked like I was in the shadows, so hopefully this will look a little bit better. I've had an interesting week. I was posting some videos over the weekend, and I've had some interesting things come up with customer service and policy. So I figured this would be an interesting YouTube video to put up for content on my YouTube channel. So, let me tell you what happened. When I was in the Smoky Mountains over the weekend, I was driving my parents' car, my mom's car, and she was nice enough to give it to me to use. And it worked fine pretty much through the whole day. There's a lot of traffic on the mountains, as you saw in my video previous to this. And what happened was on my way down the mountain, the brakes were actually kind of squeaking and grinding. You can actually hear the metal grinding upon metal, which is not good, and especially going downhill. I didn't want to risk it. So I pulled over and actually tried to call AAA from my location in the Smokies, but AT&T, you don't have service up there in the Smokies. So I actually had to hitch a ride from a stranger down to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and call from a gas station, which actually my cell phone was working by then. So that was really cool of that person to drive me. Usually don't hitch rides from a stranger, and I don't recommend it, but you had to do what you had to do. It was getting late. So what happened with AAA was I called them, and I have a AAA membership. I have the basic AAA membership, and my mom has the premium membership. So I was trying to convince the AAA operator to get the tow truck to tow me from the mountains, come get me from where I was, tow me from the mountains to my parents' house. And by the time they got to my parents' house, my mom could show them her card. Sounds simple, right? Well, the AAA phone person that I was talking to said she couldn't do that, so I actually asked to talk to the supervisor, and the supervisor said that she couldn't do that, and she started quoting policy to me, saying that since I was in the car and I had my membership, that my membership covered me because it goes by person to person. It doesn't go by car, which I did not know at the time. I now know, and I'm hoping you now know. So the supervisor was actually pretty rude. She kept on quoting policy saying, no, you can't do that because it's your mom's car. You're in it, you're driving it. She would have had to make the call, and it's not covered under her because they now know that she wasn't in the car when the car was having problems. And she was, like I said, busy quoting policy instead of trying to work around the situation and trying to do some customer service. And I called her on that, and I was actually rude because I was mad and upset, and I do apologize to the AAA person, but I have had many jobs in the past that deal with customer service, deal with helping people trying to resolve problems, and even though you have policies, you have ways to keep your customer or your guest to stay with you and make them happy. These two individuals did nothing of that kind at all, and therefore left me stranded. And it was a major inconvenience. It actually took my parents, like I said, an hour to come get me, and then we had to go find the car. It was dark, and luckily the car worked fine for the drive home, but it turns out the car did have some brake problems, and they had to fix it. So, very disappointed with AAA Auto Care membership. Read your policy and actually talk to them about that if you are watching this and are concerned. Now, I had another situation with something else and something completely different that involves customer service. I have an Apple computer and an Apple phone. I'm filming this off of my Apple iPhone, and I have a MacBook Pro. The power cord to my MacBook Pro snapped, which means it actually broke. So there was no power going to my computer at all. So I made an appointment to go talk to Apple, see if they could help me out. And I made it down there okay, and was actually late because I ran into a traffic problem and they just rescheduled me, and that was fine. I was waiting, the guy was helping me, and he said that my Apple Care had expired, and he would have to charge me $60 at the Genius window because I was there, and my my warranty was basically out. And I said, I understand that, but unfortunately right now I can't afford it because I am, like so many of you right now, out of work and looking for work. So he said, okay, let me see what I can do. And I said, okay. And he disappeared for a little bit, and he was working on something else on my computer and helping somebody else. And he came back, and he actually said, okay, I can actually give you a new cord. And they actually just gave me a new cord from their inventory from something else. And I was actually pretty happy about that, and it works, and my computer's back up and running right now. So that's good customer service. That's what the AAA person should have done, and I don't know why they didn't. Like I said, I was very disappointed. Really good job to the Apple team in Knoxville, Tennessee, for doing some good customer service. You don't really see that much, so good job there. I would still like to call AAA and talk to a manager, but I don't know if I would change anything. I don't even know if it's worth it to call, because they already wrote down my situation on the comments. They've seen everything, but I was highly disappointed. So 2 different situations there. One said we can't do it because we have policy. The other person didn't say anything about policies or procedures. They said, let me see what you can do about it, and he did something about it. So, like I said, there are ways around customer situation and policies to keep your customers and your guests happy. So there you go. So end of venting session. If you like what you see here on this wonderful YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. And also, thank you very much for watching this video, and have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye.